You stopped texting her. You stopped calling. You vanished, thinking she'd notice. You thought the silence would echo so loudly in her mind that she'd come running back. But she didn't. She's posting stories. She's laughing in pictures. She's living like you never existed. And now you're stuck in silence, waiting, hurting, wondering. Why the hell isn't she affected like you are? If you've ever felt like your absence was invisible, like your silence had no weight, like she just moved on without flinching, this is for you. Because the truth is, silence alone means nothing, unless you know how to weaponize it. Silence without transformation is just a pause in your weakness. You stop reaching out, but your energy is still attached. You wake up hoping she finally missed you. You scroll through her posts trying to decode emotions that aren't even meant for you. You pretend you've moved on, but inside, you're still sitting in the same emotional chair you were left in. And that, brother, is the silence that keeps you stuck. It doesn't challenge her. It doesn't affect her. It confirms her choice. And the longer you stay in that space, the more she believes you were never the man she thought you were. Women can smell weakness from miles away. Not because they're cruel, but because their biological survival once depended on reading emotional cues. It's instinct. They know when a man is grounded, and they know when he's faking strength to avoid dealing with pain. If your silence is layered with sadness, regret, or desperation masked as pride, she knows. If you're still emotionally orbiting her, even while ghosting, she knows. She might not say it. She might never call it out. But it kills attraction silently. And instead of drawing her back, it pushes her further away. Because to her, that's not silence. That's just another form of chasing. Silence must come from a shift so deep in your soul that you become emotionally unavailable, not out of fear or heartbreak, but because your focus has outgrown her role in your story. You stop texting not to punish, but because there's genuinely nothing left to say. You stop reacting not because you're playing it cool, but because you're too busy building. You don't disappear to create a void. You disappear because your vision no longer includes someone who couldn't see your value when you were right there. This kind of silence isn't quiet. It's deafening. It's the kind of silence that makes her question everything she thought she knew about you. Because suddenly, she can't predict you. She can't feel your need. You're no longer lingering in the background. You're just gone. And not only that, you're thriving. She hears about you through mutual friends. She stumbles on a post that shows you smiling again. She notices your energy has changed. More masculine, more focused, less accessible. That's when her mind starts racing. Did I misjudge him? Did I lose a man who was just finding himself? That uncertainty, that gap between who you were and who you've become, that's what gets under her skin. And not just hers. Every woman. Because they are drawn to growth, to potential, to men in motion. But here's the key most men overlook. You can't manufacture that growth for her. You can't fake level ups hoping she sees. It has to be real. Because if it's not, your actions will be inconsistent. You'll start posting gym selfies hoping she likes one. You'll make money and flash it to prove something. You'll try to outshine the rejection instead of transcending it. And again, she'll feel it. And again, she'll pull away. Silence must be paired with purpose. You have to become obsessed with your own evolution. Not to win her back, but because you finally realized she was never the goal. You were your highest self, your mission, your legacy. The minute she stopped valuing your energy, she handed you the opportunity of a lifetime to rechannel it into your fitness, into your finances, into your mental discipline, into your spiritual strength. That energy was always supposed to be yours. She just borrowed it. Now it's time to take it back. Most women won't miss you until someone else admires what you've become. Why? Because attraction isn't built on history. It's built on perception. And the moment another woman sees value in you, the woman who dismissed you is forced to question her own judgment. It's not about revenge. It's about raising your worth so high that her opinion becomes irrelevant. You don't do it to make her regret. You do it because you finally see what she never did. Your value wasn't lost. It was undiscovered, even by you. So now it begins. No more sitting in silence waiting for her to feel your void. Start filling the space she left behind with discipline. Every time you feel that emotional hunger rising up, Feed your body with sweat. Feed your mind with knowledge. Feed your future with actions. You don't owe her your silence. You owe yourself your standards. Check this. The man who is missed is not the one who disappears. It's the one who emerges as a threat, a competitor, a grounded, solid man whose ambition makes her question how she ever thought he needed her approval. A man who has a full plate of purpose will never be haunted by a woman who walked away, because he now understands. Her leaving was the spark that ignited his evolution. Masculine discipline isn't a moment. It's a lifestyle. It's choosing pain today so you don't suffer tomorrow. It's looking in the mirror and refusing to be a version of yourself that needs validation to feel worthy. It's deleting numbers, blocking access, cutting ties, not because you're angry, but because her presence no longer fits the architecture of the man you're building. If you're still replaying her voice, rereading old texts, stalking her socials, you're feeding the ghost of a life that no longer serves you. That ghost is draining the fuel meant for your legacy. Stop leaking power into people who would never build with you. Reclaim it, rechannel it, refocus it. Masculine energy is directional. It doesn't sit. It moves, it builds, it conquers. When you go silent, you must replace emotional obsession with concrete movement. Set a new gym target. Learn a new high-income skill. Lock in a morning routine that hardens your mind before the world can soften it. Your mission isn't to hurt her with your absence. Your mission is to humble her with your transformation. And the more silent you become about your progress, the louder it echoes. Because nothing screams louder than a man who doesn't flinch anymore. If you've been waiting for a sign to stop watching her life and start rebuilding your own, this is it. Stop hoping. Start becoming. Because you don't win her back by disappearing. You win her back by becoming unrecognizable, not to her, but to your old self. She left a man who was dependent. She'll want the man who doesn't even flinch in her absence. That transformation is your mission now. If this hit you, if you felt every word, subscribe and share this to someone who needs it. This is your wake-up call. The mission here is simple. Awaken men. Help them rise. Help them reclaim their strength. And every like, every comment, every share, you help make these insights accessible to more men who desperately need to hear this. Men who are stuck in pain. Men who are chasing when they should be building. So, if you're serious about becoming the strongest version of yourself, join this movement. Subscribe, drop a comment with if you're ready to level up.